SSA teachers protest turns political in Meghalaya. Opposition TMC seeks the centre's intervention. SSA teachers submit memorandum to governor, threaten mass resignation. Draupadi Murmu on course to becoming India's first tribal president. BJP victory rallies out across a nation. Shocker from Assam, a minor domestic help dies of injuries in Shivsagar. Employee couple arrested by police. And ED grills Congress President Sonia Gandhi for over 3 hours over National Herald case. Congress stages protest across nation. Hello and welcome to the News at 5. I'm Ronak and we start the bulletin with the big national focus. Well, India is all set to get its first tribal president. NDA presidential candidate Draupadi Murmu is on course for a comprehensive victory over her opposition rival Yashwant Sinha. In the first round of counting, Murmu secured 540 votes from MPs with a value of 3.78 lakh, while Yashwant Sinha has secured 208 votes with a value of 1.45 lakh. So Draupadi Murmu has won the first round, bagging 72.19% of votes. There you have it, the big national focus to start us off here this evening, viewers. India all set to get its first tribal president. NDA presidential candidate Draupadi Murmu is on course for a comprehensive victory over her opposition rival Yashwant Sinha. In the first round of counting, Murmu secured 540 votes from MPs with a value of 3.78 lakh, while opposition's Yashwant Sinha has secured 208 votes with a value of 1.45 lakh. So Draupadi Murmu has won the first round, bagging 72.19% of votes. All right, we now cut across live to Guwahati, where Chief Minister Himanta Biswa Sharma is leading a victory rally for Draupadi Murmu. Take a look.
After the first round of counting, where the ballot papers of the members of parliament were counted, the result of counting is as follows. Total valid votes 748, 748. The total value of valid votes is 5,23,600. 5,23,600. Out of this, Srimati Draupadi Murmu has secured 540 votes with a value of 3,78,000.
3,78,000.
Yes. And Shri Yashwant Sinha secures 208 votes. The value of votes is 1,45,600. 15 votes were invalid. Only parliament. I have given you the figures for the parliament just now. Kindly wait for the next announcement.
So there you have it, viewers. Former Jharkhand Governor Draupadi Murmu looks all set to becoming the first tribal president of the country and India's second female president. Meanwhile, BJP leaders are also confident of a big victory for Draupadi Murmu. And meanwhile, BJP victory rallies have erupted across the nation. Right here in Guwahati, Assam Chief Minister Himanta Biswa Sharma is leading a rally accompanied by Baijanth Panda, the Assam BJP Chief Bhabesh Kolita, amongst other BJP leaders. Take a look.
সকলো ৰাইজে আজি বিজয় উৎসৱ পালন প্ৰথমবাৰৰ বাবে ভাৰতে এগৰাকী আদিবাসী মহিলা সফল পাৰ্লিমেণ্টেৰিয়ান সফল ৰাজ্যপালক ৰাষ্ট্ৰপতি হিচাপে পাব গৈ আছে অসমৰ চাৰিওফালে বিশেষকৈ চাহ বাগিচা অঞ্চলত আজি এটা উৎসৱৰ পৰিৱেশ আমিও গুৱাহাটী মহানগৰীত আমাৰ ৰাষ্ট্ৰীয় উপসভাপতি পাণ্ডা ডাঙৰীয়া আৰু ৰাজ্যিক সভাপতি ভৱেশ কলিতা ডাঙৰীয়াৰ সৈতে বিজেপি আৰু ৰাইজ ওলাই আহি তেখেতৰ বিজয় মহোৎসৱত ভাগ লৈছো আমি অসমবাসী ৰাইজৰ হৈ শ্ৰীপতি দ্ৰৌপদী মুৰ্মুক অভিনন্দন জনাইছো তেওঁৰ কাৰ্যকালৰ সফলতাৰ ওচৰত প্ৰাৰ্থনা জনাইছো প্ৰধানমন্ত্ৰী নৰেন্দ্ৰ মোদী ডাঙৰীয়াক ধন্যবাদ দিছো যে স্বাধীনতাৰ ৭৫ বছৰৰ সময়ছোৱাত ৰাষ্ট্ৰক এনে এক উপহাৰ প্ৰদান কৰাৰ বাবে
And needless to say, a festive atmosphere prevails in Draupadi Murmu's native village in Odisha, even as the results for the presidential polls are awaited. People are already distributing sweets amongst themselves as they are quite confident that Murmu will emerge victorious.
बचपन से बहुत संघर्ष किया है मैंने स्कूल का लाइफ में भी और जो पॉलिटिकल लेवल में भी बहुत संघर्ष करके अभी उसका संघर्ष ही फल अभी मिल रहा है उनको उसका व्यवहार तो बहुत अच्छा है सभी को ही अच्छा से ही अपने जैसे मानते हैं और ये का टाइम में भी बहुत अच्छा ही होता है जब पढ़ने के टाइम में भी ना संघर्ष तो बहुत ही किया है जैसे कि हम लोग को बोलते हैं पढ़ करके क्या करोगे इसीलिए वही बात को ये नहीं करके वो पढ़ा और जो पॉलिटिकल लेवल में भी लोगों बोलते हैं ये क्या काम करेगा ऐसे बोलते हैं और इसीलिए अभी दिखा दिया
द्रौपदी मुर्मू के बारे में जान के हमको बहुत अच्छा लगा वो हमारे गांव से है और हम सारी स्टूडेंट के लिए वो एक प्रेरणा है
And what you see on your screens, viewers, are the live visuals coming in from Ranchi in Jharkhand, where also celebrations have broken out as voters and supporters are confident of a comprehensive victory by the NDA candidate Draupadi Murmu. Meanwhile, a sense of excitement and hopefulness also prevails at the school where Draupadi Murmu studied. Children of the school expressed hope that Draupadi Murmu would become India's next president. Listen in.
द्रौपदी मैम भी इस स्कूल में पढ़ाई कर रहे थे और वो पढ़ाई करके वो आज देश की राष्ट्रपति बनने जा रहे हैं और हम भी बहुत प्रेरणा करते हैं और हम भी इस स्कूल में पढ़ाई कर रहे हैं द्रौपदी मैम जिस स्कूल में पढ़ाई कर रहे हैं हम भी बहुत खुशी हो रहे हैं और बहुत गर्व भी हो रहे हैं हम भी एक दिन स्कूल में पढ़ाई करके एक दिन बड़ा होकर हम इंडियन आर्मी बनना चाहते हैं बड़ा होकर ही हमारा अभिलाष
मुझे बहुत गर्व लग रहा है और इस स्कूल के बारे में भी बहुत अच्छा लग रहा है कि द्रौपदी मुर्मू इस स्कूल से पढ़कर इतने बड़ा होने वाले हैं इसलिए मुझे बहुत गर्व लग रहा है मैं भी उनके जैसा बड़े होकर बनना चाहता हूँ
And celebrations have also broken out at Murmu's Odisha residence. Union Minister Dharmendra Pradhan was also seen in a celebratory mood. Yes, there we can see, viewers, the people dancing to the tune and the rhythm of drums, and the people wearing colorful attires, all in a celebration of Draupadi Murmu becoming the next president of the country. And Assam Chief Minister Piyush Hazarika, I beg your pardon, Assam Minister Piyush Hazarika was seen celebrating with the tribal community in Barak Valley ahead of Murmu's presidential win.
প্ৰথমবাৰৰ কাৰণে এগৰাকী আদিবাসী মহিলা দেশৰ ৰাষ্ট্ৰপতি পদত অধিষ্ঠিত হ'বলৈকে গৈ আছে। এয়া আদিবাসীসকলৰ প্ৰতি বিজেপি দলৰ সন্মান শ্ৰদ্ধা, নৰেন্দ্ৰ মোদী ডাঙৰীয়াই তেখেতলোকক মৰম কৰে, সন্মান কৰে, শ্ৰদ্ধা কৰে, এই কথা আজি প্ৰতীয়মান হ'ল। আৰু মই আশা ৰাখোঁ দ্ৰৌপদী মুৰ্মুৰ পাছত যাতে কোনো এজন দ্ৰৌপদী মুৰ্মু ৰাষ্ট্ৰপতি হোৱাৰ পাছত কোনো এজন মানুহ যাতে আদিবাসী বুলি ক'ৰবাত নিগৃহীত হ'ব লগা নহয়, ক'তো যাতে অসন্মানৰ সন্মুখীন হ'ব লগা নহয়, ভাৰতীয় সমাজ ব্যৱস্থাই যাতে এই কথাবিলাক পাহৰি যায়, সকলোকে মই অনুৰোধ কৰিছোঁ।
Yes, indeed, celebrations have broken out across the country in anticipation of Draupadi Murmu becoming the next president of the country and creating history. Of course, what you see on your screens are visuals of Assam Minister Piyush Hazarika, also seen in a very celebratory mood, distributing sweets amongst the people, of course, in a celebration of Draupadi Murmu becoming the first tribal president of the country and also only the second female president of India. And of course, let me remind our viewers at this point, Draupadi Murmu at the end of the first round of counting has secured 504 votes to her name as opposed to the opposition candidate Yashwant Sinha. So Draupadi Murmu securing a total of 540 votes with a value of 3.78 lakh, while Yashwant Sinha, the opposition candidate, securing 208 votes with a value of 1.45 lakh. Draupadi Murmu, of course, comprehensively winning the first round, bagging a total of 72.19% of the votes. And one by one, as you can see on your screens, the visuals of these celebrations that have erupted across the nation in celebration of Draupadi Murmu. And we've seen the visuals coming in from Ranchi in Jharkhand. We also have visuals coming in from the very residence of Draupadi Murmu in Orissa, where, of course, we can see colorful attires have been donned by the women and people beating the drums and people dancing, all in celebration for Draupadi Murmu to take the top post of the country. And right here in Guwahati as well, the Assam Chief Minister could be seen leading a massive celebratory rally, and of course, confident Himanta Biswa Sharma expressing hope and confidence that Draupadi Murmu will secure a comprehensive victory over her rival candidate. And there is a lot of excitement across Assam, as I just mentioned, that Draupadi Murmu is all set to be elected rather as the next president of India. It may be mentioned that Assam has a sizable tribal population, and there is excitement brewing everywhere. Yes, these are the visuals of celebrations, the live visuals that we are receiving from right here in Guwahati's Khanapara area, led by, of course, the Chief Minister, the Assam Chief Minister, Himanta Biswa Sharma, who is a confident man that Draupadi Murmu will indeed emerge victorious in these presidential polls. All right, now let me cut across live to my colleague Sharat Chandra joining me from Imphal. Sharat, if you can hear me, celebrations have broken out all across the nation in anticipation of Draupadi Murmu creating history. So, what is the atmosphere like in Imphal right now? What kind of celebrations are currently underway where you currently are? Sharat, over to you.
Your Honor, yes. Before minutes ahead, we can witness here the crackers display before the counting ends. But now you see many of the BJP leaders, including the BJP Pradesh Manipur President A.K. Sharda Devi, have already reached at this office. Right now, I'm standing inside the campus of the BJP State Unit office in Imphal, and many ministers, many MLAs, they have already entered here. And media person were told, we were told by the BJP media cell that in a very short while from now, the BJP State Unit President A.K. Sharda Devi will hold a press conference. Just they are waiting inside this office and to ending of the discounting. But yes, we still are waiting here. We are still just keeping our eyes here for the victory celebration. Once the discounting end, then I think they also will celebrate the victory here. But yes, so far as the victory celebration is concerned, it yet to be come up in BJP State Unit office, and we are waiting, and we are very sure that as many of the BJP leaders, including the BJP State Unit President A.K. Sharda Devi, many ministers, many MLAs, many tribal leaders of the this BJP tribal Morcha leader have already entered office. We have witnessed them. But I think once this final result, I think comes, then I think they will come out of the office, and they will celebrate the victory moment, Ronak.
Right. So, Sharat, could we also get some reactions at this point if there are any prominent leaders nearby on this very historic day for the NDA candidate Draupadi Murmu?
You see here. You see one senior political this leader, BJP leader. I am very lucky because I came across with him. So first of all, just I'll get some reactions from him regarding this victory. So how you feel today counting? I think most probably it's ended. People are waiting for the final
I
result.
think it's going to be ended, and hopefully, and everyone's in the celebration mood because BJP presidential candidate Srimati Murmuji, she will be definitely elected.
Okay, sir. First of all, sir, please tell your name and designation so that viewers come to know about you, sir.
So I'm ex-BJP candidate from Chingai Assembly constituency, and also former Deputy Speaker of Manipur Legislative Assembly. Now I'm executive member of state BJP.
State BJP.
Yes.
So you see, a very significant part is this BJP candidate from Chingai Assembly constituency. Chingai Assembly constituency polls in this Ukul district, and he's also like a senior political leader. At the same time, he's tribal leader. So how you feel that this time NDA just this nominated this Draupadi Murmu, tribal leader, being a tribal, how you feel?
We are very proud, and India being a secular country, the lowest and also the highest, and also the smallest and the biggest, it doesn't matter. What the Honorable Prime Minister Modi ji, his intention is everyone is equal if he or she is capable. So Draupadi ji has been selected for this post, and that all the tribals definitely were very proud and were happy, and the country also very proud.
Okay, sir.
Yes.
Right. Sharat Chandra, thank you very much for joining us this evening and bringing us all of those fresh reactions from Imphal. So there we have it, viewers, the big national focus at this point in time. People waiting with bated breath all across the nation for things to become official and for history to be created here today, viewers, as Draupadi Murmu looks all set to becoming the first ever tribal president of the nation and only the second female president of the country. And meanwhile, we also have visuals of these celebrations that have broken out in Ranchi. Take a look. Yes, a truly festive and celebratory atmosphere prevailing, viewers, in Ranchi as well as across the nation as people bursting crackers, dancing to the tunes of drums, all because Draupadi Murmu is all set to make history in a short while from now. And of course, very similar scenes could also be witnessed right here in Assam as Draupadi Murmu looks all set to becoming the next president. It may be mentioned here that Assam also has a sizable tribal population and there is excitement everywhere we see. Take a look. And there, of course, we see the Assam Chief Minister Himanta Biswa Sharma himself leading these celebrations right here in Guwahati as the people look all set to celebrate this historic moment when Draupadi Murmu will be officially elected as the next president of the country. And on that note, we'll slip into a very short break here, viewers, but don't go anywhere. Lots more coming up on the other side. Stay tuned.
News to keep you ahead. Evening Prime, every day at 7 p.m.
जाएंगे हम वहां जहां की हर खबर छुप जाती है और दिखाएंगे वो जो रहता है आपकी नजरों से उझल। पहुंचेंगे हम पूर्वोत्तर के हर कोने में।
Political issues.
नॉर्थ ईस्ट की हर खबर से आपको कराएंगे रूबरू।
एक पूरा पहाड़ नीचे आके रास्ते में जो भी आया उसको दबाते चला गया।
नमस्कार, समाचार नॉर्थ ईस्ट में आपका स्वागत है। मैं हूं कविता, स्टूडियो में मैं हूं दुर्मेश,
मैं हूं रविंद्र चौहान,
मैं रश्मि भैया शेर, मैं नश्विता महन।
समाचार नॉर्थ ईस्ट हर शाम 6 बजे।
The Tupul railway yard where this massive landslide took place, there was a camp of the territorial army. There were camps of the railway. The landslide started and it came down all the way and it went down furthermore many meters down to the None River. The officials of the NDRF, SDRF and also the local people who are carrying out the search and rescue operations.
The Shillong Pamai, he's the exact person just lead the rescue operation from this side. This is the Saroi Pandongba village. This is a river side on the Saroi Pandongba side.
हम और आप कभी नहीं सोच सकते थे कि डिमा हासों में इस तरह का न्यू हासोंग रेलवे स्टेशन इतना कुछ हो सकता है। और इसी रेलवे स्टेशन में विस्टाडून जैसा ट्रेन यहाँ पर स्पेशल टूरिस्ट आने जाने के लिए भी यहाँ पे रिसेंटली चलाया दिया गया था।
You can see the people are trying. The local people are trying to help each other.
News to keep you ahead. Evening Prime, every day at 7 p.m.
जाएंगे हम वहां जहां की हर खबर छुप जाती है और दिखाएंगे वो जो रहता है आपकी नजरों से उझल। पहुंचेंगे हम पूर्वोत्तर के हर कोने में।
Political issues.
नॉर्थ ईस्ट की हर खबर से आपको कराएंगे रूबरू।
एक पूरा पहाड़ नीचे आके रास्ते में जो भी आया उसको दबाते चला गया।
नमस्कार, समाचार नॉर्थ में आपका स्वागत है। मैं हूं कविता, स्टूडियो में मैं हूं दुर्मेश,
मैं हूं रविंद्र चौहान,
मैं रश्मि प्रिया शेर, मैं नश्मिता महन।
समाचार नॉर्थ ईस्ट हर शाम 6 बजे।
The Tupul railway yard where this massive landslide took place, there was a camp of the territorial army. There were camps of the railway. The landslide started and it came down all the way and it went down furthermore many meters down to the None River. The officials of the NDRF, SDRF and also the local people who are carrying out the search and rescue operations.
The Shillong Pamai, he's the exact person just lead the rescue operation from this side. This is Saroi Pandongma village. This is a river side.
Welcome back, viewers, to the news at 5, and let's move on to another big story at this point in time.
The states which the counting has been done is Andhra Pradesh, Arunachal Pradesh, Assam, Bihar, Chhattisgarh, Goa, Gujarat, Haryana, Himachal Pradesh and Jharkhand. That we will give you. We'll let you know. पहले 10 राज्यों की जिनकी अभी गणना हुई है वो 10 राज्य हैं आंध्र प्रदेश, अरुणाचल प्रदेश, आसाम, बिहार, छत्तीसगढ़, गोवा, गुजरात, हरियाणा, हिमाचल प्रदेश और झारखंड। यहाँ पे टोटल जो वैलिड वोट्स मिले हैं वो हैं 1138। उनकी वैल्यू जो है वो है 1,49,575। इनमें से द्रौपदी मुर्मू जी को 809 वोट मिले हैं जिनकी वैल्यू है 1,05,299 और श्री यशवंत सिन्हा जी को 2029 वोट मिले हैं जिनकी वैल्यू है 44,276। 329 और जो पहले आपको सूचना दी गई थी संसद के बारे में उनको अगर मिला लें तो टोटल वैलिड वोट्स हैं 1,886। 1,886 और उनकी वैल्यू है 6,73,175। उसमें से श्रीमती द्रौपदी मुर्मू को मिले हैं 1,349 जिनकी वैल्यू है 4,83,299 और श्री यशवंत सिन्हा जी को मिले हैं 537 वोट जिनकी वैल्यू है 1,79,876। 89।
तो इस वक्त की बड़ी खबर
So, of course, that is the big breaking news as far as the counting of votes into the presidential elections is concerned. Draupadi Murmu further cementing her lead in the second round of counting. That is what the latest update coming in at this point in time tells us. Murmu comprehensively in the lead, securing, cementing her lead further over her opponent, Yashwant Sinha. And of course, it is going to be just a matter of time now before things are made official. The latest update coming in from the parliament at this point in time, viewers. Draupadi Murmu further cementing her lead in the second round of counting, and of course, further extending her lead over her opposition, Draupadi Murmu. Murmu has swept the second round of counting of votes, and Draupadi Murmu has gotten a total of 4.83 lakh votes in the second round of counting. That is the latest updates, viewers, coming in from the parliament at this point in time. All right, shifting focus now to the big story from Meghalaya that we have been tracking today. The protesting SSA teachers in the Hill State called on Governor Satyapal Malik taking their grievances to him. The SSA teachers submitted a memorandum to Governor Malik, who was sure to take the matter with the Chief Minister Conrad Sangma, besides the Union Finance Ministry during his Delhi visit, which begins tomorrow.
Today we have come and met the Honorable Governor to request his kind intervention pertaining to the grievances of SSA teachers, which include the release of all 5 months pending salary. That is 2 months for the last financial year 2021-22 for the month of February and March, and for this current financial year for the month of April, May, and June. Number two, regarding the enhancements of salary of all the 12,541 SSA teachers in the state of Meghalaya working under Samagra Shiksha Abhiyan. So the Honorable Governor have assured us to take up this issue with the Honorable Chief Minister Conrad K. Sangma. And he also informed us that he have today itself he have talked with Honorable Chief Minister Sir Conrad K. Sangma and have requested him that once he come to Shillong, he must address this issue immediately and do a settlement it once for all. Well, from our side, we have also requested the Honorable Governor that to take up this issue with the his central government, and he informed us that tomorrow he'll be leaving for Delhi tour, and he have assured us that he will take up this issue with the Ministry of Finance and also with the Ministry of Education, Government of India, regarding the delay of the Government of India to release the ad hoc installment and the first installment to the Government of Meghalaya for this current financial year 2022-23. After meeting with the governor, actually, we take this meeting as it is a positive outcome, but we will continue our dharna till there is a call from the government, that is from the Honorable Chief Minister Conrad K. Sangma.
Meanwhile, the Sarva Shiksha Abhiyan teachers in Meghalaya have threatened to resign en masse over the statement by Education Minister Lakshman Rimbui. SSA teachers who are carrying out their indefinite sit-in protest have demanded that the Education Minister take back his words, or the teachers will conduct mass resignation drive from their jobs. They have also served an ultimatum till today for the Education Minister Lakshman Rimbui to take back what he said. The Education Minister had yesterday urged the teachers to return to work, failing which the government will be compelled to cut their salaries. Rimbui said that the state government is trying to work out things to the best of its abilities despite the limitations. However, he added that if the teachers continue to skip work, the government will be compelled to withdraw the grant given to the managing committee for those schools which are closed despite repeated requests put forward to reopen them. The decision to mass resign was taken by the Meghalaya SSA School Association yesterday evening after Rimbui's statement. Some of the SSA teachers spoke to Northeast Live earlier in the day, expressing their concerns. So let's listen in to some of them once again.
we have been here for the last 3 days, and we will not call off the agitation unless and until the demands will be fulfilled by this MDA government. Therefore, please listen to our demands, and we are demanding for the pending salaries of 5 months, and we are demanding for the increment of the salary to assistant teachers. And thirdly, we are demanding shifting of all existing assistant teachers from state implementation society to education department on a regular basis as per the provision of RTA norms. So, therefore, it is the responsibility of the state government.
The government of Meghalaya has been doing the same thing over and over again. That is releasing the salary, whether it's pending for 5 months, they will release it for 2 months, and then after that it remain again, and it's pending again for 5 months. So that is not what we the teachers we want. So we want that the government should come up with a solution. Tragedy.
As a mother, I came here to protest for the right they are supposed to get, and ask and beg the government.
He's the exact person just lead the rescue operation from this side. This is Saroy Pandongba village.